Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your man Timmy D, and you're watching Time with Timmy. Again, what do you know? And today we're going to be talking about the controller options you can change to make your Warzone experience a little bit better. Get a little bit more kills, survive a little bit longer, kill more people, I don't know. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is the button layout. You're going to want to go to Tactical. What that does is now, instead of ever having to take your thumbs off of those analog sticks again, you'll always have them on for ducking while you're shooting, dropping while you're shooting, just all around, never having to take your thumbs off of the analog sticks ever again. It helps with the agility of everything. Next is going to be the Use Reload Behavior tab, and you're going to change that to Contextual Tap. So what that does is, instead of having to hold the square button to open a chest or pick up a gun, you're just going to have to tap the button. So just tap the square and it'll pick it up or open it or do any action. And this is especially useful for when you drop in and there's someone behind you and you find a gun, tap it, boom, you picked it up. The next tab that we're going to change is Slide Behavior. You're going to change that to Tap. So instead of having to hold down the slide button, which would be crouch, which is now, if you had changed your controller to Tactical, you can now slide with L3, or R3. Either way, you're going to be sliding with just a tap instead of holding it, and that's real good for coming in on enemies real quick, getting behind cover real quick. It's just real decent. And when combined with other perks that are going to really improve gameplay, I mean, this perk really does a number on your kill counts and whatnot. It's real good. The Automatic Sprint tab can be now changed to Automatic Tactical Sprint, so you can just move forward and sprint. And you're going to want to do Auto Move Forward if you want to. You can enable that. That'll have you moving forward if you double tap up on your analog stick, so you never stop moving. This is especially useful for when you're playing with the team and you're going across the map and you want to check your inventory or check the map and still want to keep up with the team, always move. Next, you can turn that film grain all the way down. So what film grain does is it makes it cinematic, it makes everything pretty. And when you turn that down, you can now see all the bare bone essentials, things that aren't. It turns off the things that aren't very useful, so now you can see everything. You'll have no problem with getting kills at far distances or close distances, or maybe even mixing up someone in some tall grass. This next one isn't for everybody, but colorblind type, if you change it to deterrent whatever, I'm not even going to attempt that, but it makes everything a little bit more vivid, a little bit more bright, making it a little bit better to look at while you're playing. Warzone is such a dark game, but this really brings out a lot of pop to some of the colors, which I enjoy. After that, you're going to want to turn off the World Motion Blur and the Weapon Motion Blur. This will disable that look when you're aiming down sights and it's all blurry, you can't see your weapon really because they try to make it look realistically fast, or while you're turning really fast and the whole world is blurry. That won't happen anymore. Now it'll just be clean, crisp, you seeing the environment. This is super helpful with getting kills, and especially, like always, combined with the other perks. I mean, you can see as far as you want because of the film grain, and you won't have any blur. The next is going to be a suggestion for the audio, going to Boost High, so if you're using a headset, you can hear everything that's around you, and footsteps, gunshots, people opening crates, people smashing through doors, even people sneaking around. If you don't use a headset, then I guess the regular audio setting would be fine, and you don't really have to change it. But if you are using a headset, definitely try using Boost High and giving it a try. Also, you can turn down your music volume all the way. That will eliminate all that unnecessary music, background music that you're hearing, like the dun 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 dun, you know what I mean? All that crazy stuff that we're hearing that really impedes on the sound of footsteps and doors opening and blah blah blah, tactical stuff. Speaking of tactical stuff, you're going to change that dialogue volume to 80 instead of 100 so you can still hear the announcer telling you whether there's a UAV in the air. And that's pretty useful because, you know what, we all need to know when that's in the air. Well guys, that was the last of what I had to tell you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it all helps you and you guys get better at the game. And I want to see everybody's reactions and comments. Tell me whether you got better. And again, like, subscribe. I'll see you again. Come on, just do it. Press the like and subscribe button. Press it. Press it now.